Okay, today's notes are going to be about buying cars. And usually a used car is what you're going to be looking for your first one. Obviously, there's a couple things that are different between used and new, but we will have that conversation today too. How do buyers and sellers advertise cars? Most teenagers cannot wait to get their own car. New cars are expensive, so for most people, their first car is a used car. You can buy them from the dealer, or you can look at classified ads, look on Craigslist, look on car trading websites, etc. So there's a lot of places you can look on the internet for finding used cars. Auto ads online and in print media use abbreviations to save space, and that also lowers the cost of the ad. Words such as mint, immaculate are used to describe an excellent condition. A car with many options is known as fully loaded. Thousand of miles of cars has been driven is abbreviated as K for thousands. An ad that says 34K tells you that the car has been driven a total of 34,000 miles. All of the options have this abbreviation. Look at this table. Negotiable, firm, sacrifice. These are all vocab words you might see in an ad. And then here's some of the abbreviations we talked about. ABS stands for anti-lock braking system. AC for air conditioning, auto transmission, four-wheel drive. GPS is the navigation system, another four-wheel drive. Leather interior, PL is power door locks, and STD stands for standard or manual transmission. So this is just to give you an idea of when you're looking at a car ad, if there's these little abbreviations that you don't understand, they mean something else. I also put a couple of websites here. The goal is anytime you're looking to buy a car that you do a lot of research. There are so many websites, so many videos on YouTube on what to look for when buying a car, so use that research. My general rule of thumb in purchasing a used car is to buy a car that is about 2 years old with about 25,000 miles or less. And this is just practically still a new car. And with such low mileage, you still have some space left on the warranty usually, etc. So this is the general rule of thumb that I look for in a used vehicle. This is kind of like the happy point of finding a vehicle that is still going to be practically new, but has a lot taken off the top of the sticker price of the vehicle. Where could we look at to purchase a used vehicle? I'm going to have you guys Google search this and fill in the blanks here during notes. But an example, CarMax is a really good lot. San Diego Auto Finder. And there's so many other websites. What are the best used cars to buy? Let's go under 10,000. Under 15,000 are these ones. All right, then we're going to do these examples. So Carrie purchased a used car for $17,400 and had to pay 7.75 sales tax. How much tax did she pay? What is the total cost of the car? So 17,400 times 0.0775. So that means $13.48 and 50 cents in tax. Okay, and then that's the tax amount of of $13.48.50. So then they also asked for the total cost of the car. And so that's going to be the $17,400 plus $13.48.50. So now let's go add it. And that comes out to $18,748.50. So you have to pay attention to what the question is asking. If it asks just for the tax, then you're already done. If it wants the total cost of the car, you have to go all the way to this 1748 part, 18,748 part. Okay, so now the next one, did you know that the sales tax rate in Oceanside is higher than San Diego County? So this time a 15,800 car for 8.25. So let's go do this one. 15,800 times 0.0825. So now when they ask for the total cost of the car, you have to take the 15,800 and add the 1303.50. And here's your total cost of the car. The cost of an automobile ad is determined by its length, how many characters or words are in the ad. John plans to sell his place in a 5-line auto enthusiast publication. The publication charges $31 for the first 2 lines and $6 extra for the line to run the ad for 1 week. What will John's ad cost to run for 2 weeks? Okay, so $31 for the first 2 lines and $6 per extra line to run the ad for 1 week. So basically for it to run for 2 weeks, you're going to just double this. So $31 for the first 2 lines and 6 extra. Let's figure this out first. So $31 for the first and then 6 per anything over 2. So there's 5 lines minus the 2, that's going to be 3. So 31 plus 6 times 3, which is 31 plus 18, 49. And then, so if we're going to double that, it's going to be 98 for 2 weeks. So the cost for 2-week ad would be $98. All right, Jason works for Glen Oaks News. He's writing a program to compute ad costs. He needs to enter an algebraic representation of the costs. His company charges $42.50 for up to 5 lines, and each additional line is $7. Write this as algebraically means to write a piecewise function. So we're going to say the cost of an ad, we'll just call it C of X, And let's say that it's going to be, now you can't put the big squiggle for the piecewise function, so I'm just going to do 2. So it's 4250 for up to 5 lines. So x values less than or equal to 5. Remember my trick about underlining here. And then the second function is 4250 plus $7 for every line over the 5 free lines. And this is for x values greater than 5. All right, so there's our piecewise function that says it's 4250 up to 5 lines, and it's 4250 plus $7 for every one after that 5th line for x values greater than 5. The Smithtown News charges $38 for a classified ad that is 4 or fewer. Each line above the 4 lines costs the additional this. Now write a piecewise function. So this is going to be cost of an ad is equal to 38 this time. And this is for all values, x values less than or equal to 4. And I just highlight and underline to get my equal to. And then over 4 lines, it's 38 plus 625 per each line over the 4 for x values greater than 4. And there's my piecewise function. Now we're giving you the piecewise function. Roxanne set up the following piecewise function, and it represents the cost of the ad from her hometown newspaper. If x is the number of lines, use the words to express this. So we would say it costs 41.55 cents for up to 6 lines, and $5.50 for every line over 6 lines. Every additional line over the 6 lines. So this is putting words to the piecewise function now, going backwards. All right, the following piecewise function gives this. Use words to express the cost. So it would cost $60 for up to or equal to 5 lines, and it is $8 each additional line over and above the 5 that are included in the $60 rate. So again, just writing this in words to go along with the piecewise function. Graph the piecewise function from example 4 using Desmos. Okay, so this guy right here. And we're going to type in 4250. And that's going to be for, remember we have to use these little squiggly for x values less than or equal to 5. And notice that that goes into the negative, so I'm going to say 0. I'm going to cut it right at 0 there. All right, and then it costs an additional plus 7. So 42.50 plus 7 per x minus 5. And this is for a domain of 5x and then to infinity. Remember, we can just shorten this and just say x values greater than 5. So you should have a piecewise function that is flat up till 5 lines, and then it starts to increase like this. So I'm going to go Control Shift screenshot and copy and paste this graph right here into the box for example 8, and you're done.